If you have been following this channel for a while, you know that I have been talking about stomach issues for the longest. So I decided that I wanted to share with you a couple of signs that I have found that have really helped me identify whether or not I have stomach issues, gut issues, or whether or not it might be something else. In this video, I'm going to cover 6 signs that you may have poor gut health. And at the end of this video, I'm also going to share with you a free guide that I have created to help you heal your stomach lining. Your gut plays an essential role in maintaining your overall health, and any imbalance can lead to various health problems. Number 1, digestive issues. One of the most common signs that you may have a poor gut health is bloating and gas, constipation, diarrhea, heartburn. These symptoms pretty much indicate that there is an imbalance in good and bad bacteria in your gut, which then can lead to poor digestion. Number 2, food intolerances. If you are suddenly sensitive to foods that you were able to eat before, it could very much be that you have a problem with your gut. Now, I'm not saying all foods. I know some people, especially lactose intolerant people, with age, you become lactose intolerant, you kind of lose that digestive enzyme. So that's pretty normal. But when it comes to random foods, like for me, for example, I noticed that eating tomatoes for some weird reason just freaked my body out. Like it put it in a bloating state. I was gassy, I was bloated, my pants, like the button in my pants felt like they were gonna explode. I have heard that people say that avocados causes that for them, and that's how they know most of the time that they have an imbalance going on. It became pretty clear to me that having an intolerance to tomatoes, which is something that I had never been intolerant to or allergic to, was a very clear sign that there was something wrong. A healthy gut is home to a variety of good bacteria, which helps in breaking foods and absorbing nutrients. That's literally the reason why when I had an intolerance to tomatoes suddenly, I felt like I couldn't absorb a lot of things. I couldn't absorb a lot of nutrients from my food. I felt weak, I felt fatigued, I was losing a ton of weight, and it was clear because when there's an imbalance, you may have food intolerances. Number 3 is mood disorders. Believe it or not, I have talked about this, but the health in your gut can also affect your mental health. I saw huge energy spurts when I realized what was affecting me and what wasn't affecting me in terms of food. I saw I had more energy every morning when I had breakfast with maybe a little bit more protein, less carbohydrates, more fats, and suddenly the downward spikes that I had usually like at 3 p.m. during lunchtime went away. I had energy throughout the day. I had the most carbs at night, which kind of like satiated my body and helped me sleep. I'm not suggesting that's the best way for you to eat, but that has really helped me and really helped my energy and just my overall mood, because poor gut health can really easily lead to depression and anxiety, mainly because of the foods that you're eating and what's making you feel that way. If I had a really sugary and very carb heavy meal in the morning for my breakfast, I would instantly feel it. I would instantly feel fatigued, and also I think part of it kind of created that anxiety for me, because since I felt so tired, I feel like I couldn't get anything done, and I feel like I ultimately felt just frustrated because I needed to get all these things done and I couldn't get them done because I had no energy. So you really have to be smart about the way that you eat in order for you to have constant energy, consistent energy throughout the day. What's really interesting is that the gut also produces hormones and neurotransmitters that are crucial for regulating your mood. There's a clear connection between the gut and the brain. It's called the vagus nerve. It's a nerve that goes from the brain down to the gut. It can work either way, and that's why your gut affects your mental health. Number 4 is skin problems. Your skin is the largest organ in your body, and it is also a reflection of your internal health. Before I even got horrible bloating and gas and food intolerances, I had rosacea. I still have it actually. And what rosacea is pretty much redness all over your face. There's also tiny blood vessels that pop and look like acne. It's usually not acne, it's usually just these blood vessels that have just expanded and just make you look like you have a lot of acne or acne scarring when you really don't. My rosacea actually started back in 2017, and that's when I found out that I was like super stressed. I was working like 2-3 different jobs. I was also going to school full time, and I was just always stressed. My body was always on fight or flight mode. No matter if I was sleeping, if I was awake, I was always on fight or flight mode, and my body showed it. It ended up showing it through rosacea, through the redness in the skin. Poor gut health can not only show itself in rosacea, but also in acne and in eczema. So if you see that maybe you have some type of commonality, maybe you have gut issues, and you also happen to just have these random spurts of redness in your face or acne in your face, there's a commonality, there's a reason why. Number 5 is fatigue and lack of energy. We were just talking about energy actually. If you feel tired and sluggish all the time, even after getting enough sleep, this could be a sign of poor gut health. Also, if you feel like you can eat anything, even if you're eating your best that you've ever eaten and you still feel fatigued, you still feel tired, there's probably something wrong down there. There's probably an imbalance, or your food can't be broken down correctly, so it just causes you to get tired because your digestion, your gut is working overtime. If your gut's not functioning correctly, it can decrease your energy levels. In the very beginning of my journey, I actually had horrible fatigue to the point where sometimes during my lunch, I would spend the whole hour of my lunch, instead of eating, it just benefited me better to just sleep the whole time. I would go into my car, I would try to take a nap, I would try to do something that will make me feel a little better. But what's interesting is that even when I did sleep, even when I did feel fatigued and I tried to resolve it somewhere or another, no matter what I did, I still felt that way. Even after I woke up the next day, even after I woke up within an hour or two, wasn't working, because I'm just putting a band-aid on all these things and I'm not necessarily actually getting to the gut and to the actual internal problem. Number 6 is a weakened immune system. Guys, I have never gotten so sick in my life, like actually sick in my life, since I started having gut issues. Back in 2021, I had really bad gut issues. I was slowly getting better. I thought I was pretty much resolving them, and I got really sick. I thought it was COVID. I thought I had really bad COVID. My head felt like it was just gonna explode. I had a constant fever. This went on for like 2 weeks straight, and I just couldn't live. Like, I could not live. I had to take off a lot of time from work. I had to do a lot of things in order to try to feel better. I went to the doctor so many times. I went to urgent care, and they told me they did not know what was going on with me, so they just gave me penicillin and let me go. I now wish that I was taking more supplements around that time, so that I had a little bit of a stronger immune system, so that things like that couldn't get to me so easily. I definitely probably would have taken more probiotics or a probiotic more frequently when I had that issue going on, because not only is your body fighting for you to feel better, but so is your gut. Your gut is kind of attacking all those bacteria. It's a warrior zone down there. It's like Gladiator. Your gut is home to 70% of your immune system. Poor gut health can lead to a weakened immune system, making you more likely to get infections or diseases. Those are the 6 signs that I wanted to share with you. I pretty much experienced all of them in the trajectory of me kind of dealing with my gut issues. But fear not, because I do have a free guide for you guys. This is not to say that this is going to solve your whole problem and this is going to clear your skin and stuff like that, because trust me, I'm still dealing with certain symptoms here and there, but I am able to kind of ease those symptoms by using this guide. It's going to be linked down below if you want to check it out. It is completely free. You just have to put in your email so I can send it to you. Might take a little bit of time for me to send it to you, but other than that, should be there. Check your spam email also, because for some reason it's just been going on people's spam emails. I'm not a tech whiz, so I have to figure things out. But yeah, if you're experiencing any of these signs, it could be signs of poor gut health. To improve your gut health, a lot of times it is essential for you to make some lifestyle changes, like changing your diet, removing those food intolerances, reducing stress levels. I know you're gonna get stressed no matter what, like it's impossible to not get stressed, but reducing them once here and there, getting sleep, and getting the right supplementation. You can also consider eating probiotics and prebiotics. Yes, I said eating because a lot of times people just supplement them. You can try to eat them as well. I find that to be more beneficial for me. So what I try to do for probiotics is I try to eat a lot of sauerkraut. I have it as a side on my meals, or every day or so, just take a spoonful. You're good to go. It can also help a lot of stomach ulcers. Prebiotics is anything that has fibers. The greatest prebiotic ever is artichokes, Jerusalem artichokes. And this is all in an effort to balance the gut bacteria. All right, so now we know that taking care of your gut is crucial for maintaining a strong immune system and just for your overall well-being. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms that I mentioned in this video, please contact someone that can give you proper treatment. If you are currently in your healing journey and want to learn more, you can go ahead and download the free guide down below, and I will see you guys on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Bye!